Hi, my name is Davin Sundvik with The Catch today, and we have been testing loading 30-06 ammo with black powder. If you want to watch the previous videos, this is a conclusion and to just talking overall about the practicability of loading black powder into modern day cartridges. Okay, now if you want to hear about the economics and the money savings of this, make sure you stay all the way till the end of the video. We're going to talk about some of the economics and how much of this costs to use, and maybe the right mindset for the right person who this could actually be useful for. But just so you know why I'm doing it is because I have a 30-06 that likes some factory ammo and it doesn't like others. It's very ammo picky, and the barrel harmonics tend to be off. And I've been contemplating buying a thicker barrel to be able to handle the heavy caliber that 30-06 is. You see, 30-06 really isn't a magnum caliber, so it's offered in certain lighter weight barrel choices. But it's not a short action cartridge like a 308 or a 7mm08 or a 6.5 Creedmoor. Some of these slower bullets just tend to help the barrel last a little longer and put a little bit less stress on the harmonics, and they're easier to create good loads for and make accurate. So unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I can either spend more money to spend more money, or I can do something to try to save some money and make lemonade out of lemons, really. So my goal is to create a more accurate load with components that I already have lying around, okay? So if that's not you, then this video might not be that applicable. But maybe another application for this could be if you have a military surplus rifle, like I have, where I have a Mosin Nagant, and it's getting harder to find ammo for that rifle. And you're looking for a safe alternative that doesn't require you to have a big reloading bench and bulky equipment in order to be able to shoot with a gun that you really enjoy using. And so that could also be another component of this video, or another reason to watch this video all the way to the end. All right. So with that being said, let's get right into the testing. All right, we shot 3 different groups in our test, okay? We shot just a standard factory ELDX Hornady bullet. All right, that was about 175 grains. All right, then we shot a twice reloaded group. What that means is, and I'm going to show you with the casing here. Okay, so this is the standard Hornady case compared to how it looks once it's been fired. It looks practically identical. All right, if you load this case and shoot it again with black powder, it'll start to look like that. It gets discolored. I don't know why. Comment down below if you do. But it gets a little bit discolored. And so what I'm noticing is that these twice reloaded shells don't have the same neck tension. I think that variability in neck tension is causing inaccuracy in the load. Okay, and it's not that inaccurate. We're going from our factory load of about 2 inches at 100 yards, so 2 MOA, minute of angle, to our twice fired brass loaded with black powder at about 4.5 MOA. But that third group that we shot was with once fired brass. And what's great about this is the neck tension has not been tampered with. So we can consistently set this neck tension, which is really nice. So this produced the tightest group of all 3 at 1.5 MOA, right? So 1.5 MOA with black powder and a 30-06. Okay, that to me, I didn't know if we were going to get those results or not. I had a feeling that we might. We've been getting some tight groups and I just haven't measured them yet at 100 yards. But that's really interesting to see that you can actually increase your accuracy on a hand load that took no specialized equipment. No reloading press, no special reloading dies, nothing. Just a simple reloader kit and a mallet at home with a little bit of reloading components. The black powder I already had lying around, because I'm also into muzzle loaders. But the Primers and the bullets were the only two components that I had to purchase because I had leftover brass. I've been shooting factory ammo for a while now. I probably have another 40 rounds of leftover brass somewhere in my house I can go find. They're probably stored in some box somewhere, okay? So I have plenty of once fired fat brass to continue making accurate ammo for. So what's great about this is I can shoot the factory ammo, which is not that accurate in my rifle. Again, 2 MOA, it's not great, it's not terrible, it's just, yeah, you know, I just wanted something better, right? And I can create a low velocity, low recoil round that's a little bit better for deer hunting, a little bit better for pronghorn hunting than the initial factory load that's really designed for larger game like elk and bear. So it just kind of, you know, gives me more versatility in the weapon, okay? Now, the disadvantage is that we can't sustain this. We can't just keep shooting ammo just for the sake of reloading it one time and then to discard it afterwards. That would be incredibly inefficient. But in a system where maybe you have some ammo, and you have 20 rounds of a box of ammo that you can't purchase anymore. Like it's a box of ammo that you can't buy again, and it's a caliber that they don't make ammo for anymore. You could shoot that 20 round box, reload it for another 20 rounds and have amazingly accurate ammo, and then continue to load it and have plinker target quality ammo that might be better for close range shooting, like 25 to 50 yards versus, you know, 100 yard range shooting and beyond. So it could potentially extend the life of a gun that is, you know, maybe difficult to find ammo for. In my application, it costs me, like I said, very little to buy bullets and primers for that second firing, okay? Because I have plenty of brass already lying around, okay? But when I run out of that brass, I'm just gonna go back to using factory ammo, and I'm just adjusting my expectations. Hey, when I shoot factory ammo out of this gun, it doesn't like it that much. It doesn't shoot great. So I'm not gonna be hunting at long ranges with this gun with factory ammo. I'm not gonna be hunting at long ranges with black powder ammo either, but I'd probably be more comfortable taking a 200-yard shot with that hand-loaded ammo as I would be with the factory ammo, not knowing if my harmonics are going to be off that day because of temperature or whatever, just because the gun doesn't seem to like full-powered ammo. And then using that once fired, that twice fired brass or that multiple fired brass just as plinking ammo. I mean, there's plenty of occasions where I'm taking somebody out shooting and they're a new shooter and they want to shoot a larger rifle, and they may be opposed to the recoil and they're not going to be that accurate anyway, so it really doesn't matter what I throw into the gun, they're most likely going to miss, especially if they're shooting offhand or whatever. Their offhand wobble at 50 yards is way more than 4 MOA, because 4 MOA is really only a 2-inch group that the rifle's shooting at 50 yards. And if you take most new shooters at 50 yards offhand with a 9-pound rifle, they're not going to hit the target every single time anyway. So they're not losing much accuracy by having a rifle that shoots a 2-inch group at 50 yards. So realistically, does it work? Yes, it does work, but with some limitations. And then there was one test that I do want to mention, and that is the velocity. We were getting about 60 to 70% velocity. Some people probably thought it would have been lower, and they have reason to believe that, but in a modern cartridge, with that neck shape and everything that's going with it, it's not pushing a very big bullet, but it is a fairly big powder charge. So I had no issue with the velocities that we were getting or anything like that. If you've got any commentary about how we can potentially fix the neck tension issue, that would make this much more viable. Now, obviously, if it creates the need to buy a bunch of reloading equipment like a press and dies and all that kind of stuff, it probably defeats the entire purpose of loading with black powder. It would probably just be more worthwhile to load with smokeless powder. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to load these light loads in my 30-06 and turn 20 rounds of mediocre ammo into 20 great rounds of ammo that'll one day turn into 20 rounds of plinker ammo. And with that being said, I appreciate you for watching the video. If you got anything out of this series, definitely give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you want me to do any extended research on a topic, I gotta see that there's some interest in it other than just a few views. Appreciate you for watching and have a great day.